There we go.
This hard guava season. Fucking niggas be pissing you off all kind of weird shit.
Yeah, you know.
You know what? Thank God for health and strength and life and the ability to wake up and do shit you like. Because, you know, some people had to wake up this morning and actually go do shit that they don't rather do in life.
Correct.
So, though we may not be in Trinidad on Monday.
On Carnival Monday, right?
On Carnival Monday.
At least we're not fucking miserable
At least
work.
we're not miserable at work.
That makes sense.
You know? And that's some shit to be happy for. I don't know.
I agree. Even though it snowed last night.
Even though it did snow last night.
And it wasn't that bad. I expected to come out and see like old, because I'm just tired of seeing snow. I expected it to be crazy. And I was like, oh, this shit was just a dusting. Okay, cool. The only bad part is that I had 2 cars to clean. But, you know.
It was some big ass
Neither here nor
snowflakes last night. There was some big ass snowflakes falling and I was not happy about it. But you know, whatever. Yeah, you know. Anyway, what's up, people? Welcome to another episode. Let's see how fast y'all get another episode of Politicin with the Franchise.
Shout out to y'all for running up that couples episode. They really, that clip is going nuts and it's crazy. I didn't expect that to go as crazy.
Because niggas like to mind your business. That's why.
You want to know what's crazy? Somebody hit me up and was like, yo, I'll talk about that later.
Oh, boy. Nah, talk about it. Fuck that.
Nah.
Okay.
I'll talk about that later. Because, cool. Yeah. But what's up, y'all? Another episode, a very quick episode, which is always a blessing because, was it Monday? Saturday was Valentine's Day. So, you know, y'all about to get another quick one right behind it.
We didn't even do introductions last week, I noticed.
We didn't?
No, we just introduced and we just like said to what's up and just kept it going.
I didn't even
Maybe
realize.
that's for the better.
It probably, yeah. I cut out a lot of stuff out of that episode too.
I know.
I cut a lot of stuff out of that episode. So
you have to.
Yeah, because you know, when you get 2 couples around each other that's comfortable around each other, niggas just start talking, and then sometimes your business gets spread, and people like nothing better. So,
you know,
yeah, things like that.
That's the most because niggas already know. You know as much about me as I allow.
Correct. Correct.
But yes, it is Carnival Monday in Trinidad and you know it's not limited to a Trinidad thing. Everybody who's any type of West Indian or New York City West Indian or a Brooklyn Caribbean is all feeling the effects of having to be in New York
Correct.
On
a Monday.
And it's also Carnival Monday in Carriacou. Sister Island of Grenada. Shout out to the kayak family. Dominica, I think this week is too.
Things have been really controversial with Dominica lately.
Really?
With this whole like bouillon is not soca and they are really. It's been really controversial. I really don't want to touch on it, but realistically, it is a subgenre of soca. No matter how much y'all want to put it, no matter where y'all want to put it, it is a sub genre of soca. And then I seen a post where they were going off about Nyla saying she's like the princess of bouillon, and I agree for them for being upset with that because I don't feel like, I think you jumping the gun, but somebody also pointed out that you don't hear many females in bouillon, so she can actually say that. Secondly, I seen somebody post a comment that said, oh, that's crazy that she would say that her family already stole. Her family already lied, saying that they created soca, and I was just like, all right, now y'all wildin'.
Have they ever said that, or are they part of the foundation?
They're related directly to Ras Shorty I, who they said is the originator of soca, who took like whatever versions of calypso and turned it into actual soca, and the genre itself, and you know that they're directly lineage. That's why people say like they're soca royalty, the whole Blackman family.
Yeah.
But if everybody says this one thing, then is it really a lie that he's like how can you say he stole? Like the saying that he didn't actually create this genre of music. I think it's getting really sticky amongst the islands. I think
people just like shit to argue about. And for me personally, the only people who I The only people who I've seen in my research and my experience who are making this bouillon versus soca argument are people who are not in the space as like entertainers or creators or whatever of soca.
I also feel
it's
like
fans. I feel like it's fans that be creating shit and then just like to
there's
make
people
division.
who want to get their name out there, who actually want who want clout, who want who want to get their name up, who actually want to build the name off of some bullshit. That's the people who's actually pushing the narrative of it not being a subgenre of soca.
Yeah.
Reality of the situation is every island has their own version of soca, but it's soca.
Exactly. I think, and also, I've seen many of bouillon artists grateful that they've been welcomed into the space, whether it be jab, whether it be regular soca, whether it be bashment. They're all grateful for the opportunity to be alongside people who already have this recognition. And so why y'all creating this division?
And what's starting to annoy me is the fact is the disrespect to Trinidad. Like, granted, Trinidad soca is not the forefront of soca anymore. Let's just say that. I'm not saying that the music is not good or anything, but I'm just saying popularity wise, you do have the bouillon, you do have the jab that people more gravitate to nowadays, right? But you cannot lie like Trinidad is not the home of the music. And for people to be like, oh, Trinidadian steel and Trinidad is that and Trinidad is that, I think it's crazy to disrespect the place where originally one of the forefront for the music. And we often, I think this generation often paints pictures and
they like shit to fight about.
Yeah.
Like
especially and be wrong and strong.
Yeah. Wrong and strong is like, and I feel like it's not even like a class thing. It's like an educational thing where it's like ever since they've got used to the fact that everybody needs to have an opinion and everybody should have a voice, that doesn't mean your voice should be correct, right? We have to get back to the point in society where we can tell people to shut the fuck up
and
because you're an idiot.
And don't get offended. Sometimes you just need to shut the fuck up. Reality situation is, right? I think the problem is, especially with this generation of soca likers or whatever the fuck you want to call them, is they believe that they like a certain genre, a certain type of soca, a certain genre of soca,
and then that should be
everybody. Yeah. So me personally, as a man, I love my groovy. You will never catch me. I like to scrub down and go home and ting, right? But I've realized that this new generation of soca party goers, this soca generation, they like to jab, they like the bouillon, they like to jump up and
they need the adrenaline. They don't know how to calmly take in music.
Correct.
Right? Everything has to be a fast pace and to the point.
Correct.
Right? And I think that it's funny. Actually, it's funny about that because I was reading a story and then I watched a video on it about how like our generation related to like video games versus the current generation, right? Where these like the kids now are not taught to be critical thinkers because all games are instant gratification.
Right? You were saying that last episode.
They don't have the Final Fantasy.
Correct.
Yeah,
they don't have anything with a storyline.
Yeah, and I feel like the music is the same way. It has to be fast paced and straight to the point, right? There's no thinking about it. Like early soca, early calypso, all these things had a message behind it.
A lot of double entendres that you didn't catch until you was older.
And shit you had to think about, like, yes, everybody dancing, but then while you by yourself and you singing and you thinking about it, you're like, yo, these men real slack, you know.
Correct.
They don't have that anymore.
Correct.
Right? And the brain power is not there for them to appreciate shit like that no more.
Right.
Not that I'm calling the current generation is dumb.
They're fucking stupid.
I mean, I do think y'all a little stupid.
Y'all are stupid.
But y'all don't take time to enjoy things, which is why y'all don't like the music and appreciate the music the way
they don't believe in longevity. Everything is popular today and then it's out of the window tomorrow. Like this, like they don't appreciate music. They don't appreciate anything. Everything is just like instant gratification and then let's throw it the fuck away. Where's the next one? Where's the new one? And that's how it be. That's how it be. But since we are and with the instant gratification and everything, I feel like it's fucked up the culture because I'm looking at have you been keeping up with this DDG and whoever's next kid is Deshay going to Trinidad Carnival situation?
I haven't. I loosely heard about it, and people were saying that DDG was talking shit. Now he needs to up his security.
I think that rage baiting a country you've never been to and you don't know the fucking history about
is very
dangerous. Reckless and dangerous, bro. You cannot talk about, oh, I'm going to Trinidad and ain't nobody gonna fucking touch me and and nobody taking my jury and blah. I'm like, bro, you don't know. I think they feel like, oh, it's a quote unquote third world country and they get misconstrued that this shit is real. Somebody was like, oh, he's a professional boxer. That's why he's saying that. I said, people don't box in Trinidad. They plan ass.
They'll fucking chop your hand off.
Listen, you getting 2 stack bottle and a fucking plan ass. That's it, bro. It's not, you think, Americans seem to think that you go to another country and they're going to be throwing hands. No.
And you know what's funny? I saw another podcast where they were like, certain places in certain countries are very good at maintaining their image and criteria.
Correct.
Because the dude said, yo, when you think about Trinidad, what do you think about? He said, carnival. He said, yeah, carnival, partying, a good time. He was like, would you associate it with one of the most dangerous places in the world? It was like, no. He said, because it is. They lead in murders every year. Like, it's not something to play with.
I think people get confused with the what, let's say 2 to 3 weeks of actual like footage that they see of people jumping up and enjoying themselves. Trinidad is definitely a lovely fucking place. Don't get me wrong. Trinidad is a lovely place. I can't wait to go back. But at the same time, you have to know what you're doing. You can't just be like, yeah, I'm going there.
Listen, every nice fruit have a brown spot somewhere that you're not supposed to touch.
Correct.
Okay, and Trinidad is very much like that.
Correct.
Just like politics. most other countries.
Correct. So sitting on the internet from America, from your house in L.A., talking shit about a country that you plan to visit and hiring people like Johnny Bravo, who much respect to Johnny Bravo because he is the security for the celebrities, especially the ones that tap in foreign. But you got to also understand when you rage bait a country from another country, you're making his job harder.
Exactly.
And as somebody that's on the ground who has to live there, I'm picking me over you any day of the week. I'm sorry.
If they run up on him the right way, he gonna let him touch you.
Listen. And at the end of the day, Bravo might be carrying whatever he carrying, but them guns you see in Trinidad, somebody said them guns you see in Trinidad videos is not props, you know.
That was real guns.
That's real guns. Like that shit they have out there. So don't get caught up.
I've heard dancehall artists, dudes who's supposed to be the baddest of the bad in Jamaica. Yo, Trinidad, real bro. And you hear that all the time, and it's like, why would you try that? Why? What? Because you think you'd be in LA around a bunch of Crips and Bloods? Like,
like I say, LA's gangsters are LA's gangsters. New York's gangsters are New York gangsters. But every gangster is different in every country, every city, every state. What you feel, man, coming to do drive-bys and no. That's not a thing. I don't know what it is about people going to Trinidad and wanting to play like they gangster. Oh, I taking pictures. I'm in Laventils. That's good for you. Congratulations to you. But not everybody. Who? The thing about it is, who did you go up there with? Because you didn't go up there on your own. Oh, I'm in Beatum. That's good for you. You take a picture outside on your main road. You did not go inside.
Niggas be on the old school 6ix9ine vibes where they hopped out the car real quick, took a picture, and then dipped.
Because there's people who live there that's saying, yo, do not go. And I think also a lot of the time I personally watch like a lot of these travelers on YouTube that be like, yeah, Trinidad has great food and we want to go I watched this white couple. They went up to Laventille and somebody was like, locals are like, are you dumb? Don't go up there. Are you stupid? Don't go up there. And the guy was saying like, yo, the reality of the situation, nobody. nobody's gonna do you anything because you're not going up there on that kind of scene. But just believe, if you go up there with the wrong person, you will get dragged into that kind of scene.
But
so,
you know what it is, B2, and a lot of people take it the wrong way. West Indian people like to look you in your eye, right? They like to look in your soul when they look at you. And a lot of time it don't be nothing. They just looking at you because they want to see who is this person, and they'll watch you in your eye. And a lot of people from foreign places, America and these places, they're not used to that, so they take it as some kind of disrespect. So immediately they're on the response. So by them being on the response, now you're like, oh, but I just watching you.
And the thing about it is, we talk a lot of shit about Trinidad and how bad it is and how much gangster this and gangster that. But them same gangsters be like, when you in the street, there's be on a scene like, good morning, Tanti. Good afternoon, Tanti. Yes, they may be doing business, but there's still a level of respect in that country that America does not have. Where the youths want to chop you down in America. Certain kids and certain men, when they see certain people passing by, is not all badness done. Weed put away. Whatever the scene they on, whatever number they claiming is not that, bro. And I feel like when you, once again, we said this before, when you go to another country, do your homework before you start talking crazy. That's just my thing. Like,
unless your name is Christmas List, and Christmas List, he go.
Yo, respect to that man, dog.
That man is go anywhere and drink all the rum.
But you see what he coming in on. He not coming in on badness. He coming in on love. He coming in on inquisitiveness. And I think, yes, curiosity does kill the cat, but at the same time, it's all about how you enter the space. Feel me? You got to come in with respect. You can't be on some, ain't nobody gonna do me nothing. Like, oh. So shorty that does the content that's always screaming and being angry, she was just like, DDG don't understand. There's somebody in Laventille watching this right now and saying, dog, watch this. Watch this. He say what? Watch this. Cause that is just, you just literally giving them. They want to snatch your chain so they could be like, oh, remember nobody was gonna touch you. Look what I got. So I don't know what it is about these niggas needing to rage bait and just talk crazy, bro. And then I seen them practicing for Carnival.
The TTPS alone will grab you up and tell you.
Listen, I just seen when we went to go get breakfast just now. I was just watching Major Hype's he posted something saying like he didn't know that you weren't allowed to have a ski mask on in Trinidad or something like that. I guess he got grabbed up by TTPS. And Major Hype is somebody that is valuable and respected amongst the community, the Caribbean community altogether. So who are you, DDG? That's the question. If we are taking our comedians who we value and being on some, hold this.
That's what's her name, baby father, right?
Who's that?
Chloe, Hallie, one of them.
Hallie.
Hasn't she been to Trinidad?
No, the sister is very. It's Chloe that's like very into the Caribbean culture. So she's been to. She fucks with St. Lucia. She's been in St. Lucia for like the last 2 years or some shit.
Okay.
I think she went to Trinidad. That's when how she ended up doing the Greatest Bend Over remix. So she's very intrigued in our culture. I love celebrities who embrace our culture and like fall in love with it. Like, so like Ashanti, before she got married and had the kid, she was like an honorary fucking Trinidadian. Like you could listen to her lives and she'd be playing soca in the background. You know, shit like that. But just somebody hit him 2 slap. Just 2 slap. Don't kill him. Just hit him 2 slap. Don't kill him. Don't kill him. But how was Valentine's Day, bro?
Uneventful,
Simple and shit.
So we did Valentine's Day before Valentine's Day. We went out the day before, a couple of days before.
Okay.
We went out the Thursday.
Okay.
We went to go do our thing. And then Valentine's Day itself, we stayed in the crib and put together IKEA furniture. So it was
good
cool.
Shit. Fuck IKEA though.
Why?
Because they shit always fall apart. You guys gotta buy twice, bro.
You gotta put it together properly.
This shit. You see, my issue with IKEA is this: the things don't never always be. Everything don't always be in the box.
Everything is always in the box.
Everything is not always in the box.
Everything is always in the box.
Everything don't never fit. You know what fucking kills me about IKEA? What pisses me off about IKEA? It'd be like take slot A and put into slot B, but slot C, D, E, and F all look like slot A and B. So how do I know if I have it right?
See, what you have to see, and I'm gonna learn you, right?
I'm not buying no more shit from IKEA for my apartment, bro.
This table right here is from IKEA.
Simple shit like this, I will buy.
The way I do IKEA furniture specifically is I take everything out the box and I lay it down, right? Everything has a number. I look at everything. You pay attention to all the parts before you start, right? All the parts is always there. Sometimes a lot of people also, what I've come to realize, a lot of people don't realize, it should be in more than one box.
True.
And you got to make sure you get all the boxes. All the furniture we put together, like after I put together the first one, I was like, oh, I could do this shit. 10 minutes. Bang, 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 bang it out.
I be going on YouTube because IKEA's instructions just
Niggas on
never make
YouTube
sense
don't
to
be
me.
know what they do.
No, IKEA's instructions just never make any sense to me.
It's just
bro.
pictures.
And that's the problem. I need words to go in my pictures because your pictures, at this point in time where we have all this AI generated shit, there's no reason why you're still getting stick figures amongst pictures.
But
bro.
I also realize with IKEA furniture is that sometimes it depends on what version of the part of the furniture you bought. Like there'll be the same instructions for multiple versions. So you got to see which instructions you're supposed to skip over to do which part you want to do. I understand. It'd be complicated, but it don't be that complicated.
Sometimes I just be raising my blood pressure, and I don't have time for that, bro. I don't have time for it because, yeah. Anyway, yeah. Valentine's Day was cool. We did a family trip to Delaware, like I told you, and we went out to eat. Me, her, the baby, her father, and bro, we fucked up. We shouldn't have used our brain. The wait time to go and eat on a Saturday was disgusting.
I could imagine.
Disgusting. We went to Longhorn Steakhouse, and the fucking waiting time was like an hour and a half, 2 hours. People was walking out of there cussing, all kind of shit. I'm just like, we didn't think this through. This was not our brightest moment, bro. And I was like, after a while, the child started getting upset because she hungry. The mother getting upset because she hungry. I'm just like, we didn't think this through. We didn't think this through at all. So, but Valentine's Day was cool. Shout out to all the lovers and shit, you know, who did something special for their partner and blah 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 blah.
And all that
good shit. Speaking of Valentine's Day, I wanted to have this conversation when we had our partners on the show, but yeah, you know, that whole episode went left. Did you hear about the Cam Newton situation where he was just like, oh, I can't have a platonic female friend?
No, but I'm pretty sure it was some bullshit.
So he's just like, oh, I can't have a platonic female friend. Any female that I call a friend is either has to work for me or it's straight up and down, I'm trying to stab it. And everybody's just like, that, okay. So you trying to tell me you never had a female friend where you just like, all right, cool. Me and you the homie, blah blah blah. He's like, nah, I don't believe that men and women can be platonic friends. And I was just like, at what age do niggas stop thinking like that?
So it's not that I don't think you can't be platonic friends. I think everybody fits into this weird category of used to fuck or wanted to fuck, right?
Agreed.
And most times, people with a platonic female friend that they currently have no interest in, there was probably some sort of interest or a thought process or an inkling at one time that you knew either wasn't going to go anywhere or you tried and it didn't go anywhere. So you're like, this nigga's cool.
I agree with that. I agree with that. But I also feel like I think a lot of niggas too, but like, I'm not attracted to you, but if you let me fuck, I will fuck.
Oh, that goes without saying.
It won't go anywhere past letting me slap. Like,
I don't think any dude on this planet, I don't care what your position is, I don't care who you are. There's certain situations where if it's offered, you're gonna take it, and if you lie, and that's how a lot of. Oh, damn, I can't say it.
Go ahead, finish your sentence, nigga.
Nah, I can't say that.
Finish your sentence, nigga.
Never mind.
Incriminating.
No, it's not incriminating. It's not incriminating.
So finish your sentence.
You know, there's a lot of dudes not even dudes. This is like universal, men and women. Everybody has a type or a certain level of person that they like that they would like or would have an interest in that they're ashamed that they have that interest in. Right? A lot of y'all would befriend these people and not
Just sentence, nigga.
never mind. Never mind.
A lot of you saying a lot of them will befriend that type of person, to say, like, just to say that they're friends, but in the reality, the situation, if they let them slap, they would slap. But they're ashamed to say that they would slap because they're not attracted to that person, but
they have curiosity. Curiosity kills the cat.
It definitely does. I also feel like, and I'm just speaking from a man point of view, especially a man with a lot of platonic females. A lot of women friend zone a lot of niggas, but some of them low key be having feelings for dudes, but don't want to say it because they have like a pride kind of thing. And I think realistically, you should put that out on the table and be like, yo, realistically, I don't want to fuck up the friendship, but if you ever asked and I ever wanted to take you seriously and you ever wanted to say like it to be serious, then maybe I would fuck with you instead of being like, oh no, we're friends and da 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 rah rah rah. Honestly, I'm married to one of my greatest friends, bro. So let's not make it seem like because friendship is a thing that and you can't go any further than that because y'all are friends type shit. I feel like women friend zone a lot of niggas, and a lot of niggas don't understand. A lot of niggas don't want to accept the friend zone type shit.
Yes.
And that's why you start talking about, oh, we can't be friends. Or I also feel like, it's a friendship, but you still be trying to throw little jabs and shit like, yo, ding, 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 ding. It's up to the other person to park that, but not saying that you can't have a platonic female friend is crazy to me, especially after a certain age.
Sometimes as a man, some of your greatest allies are some of your female friends.
Correct.
Right? Because, and then, like, I have female friends who, once I got to know them and once they became my friend, I was like, yo, if I have to be in a relationship with you, I'd hit you.
Yeah. Domestic violence, right?
Domestic violence is real because you be wildin'. And I don't understand why you be wildin'.
I know females where I'd be like...
And I think that's another reason why it's necessary to have a platonic male and female friend. Because you need somebody who's going to pull you up on your bullshit. Because a lot of times, friends of the similar gender, males to male friends, female to female friends, your friends are not always going to pull you up on your bullshit.
Correct.
Right? You need somebody on the outside who sees it from a different perspective.
Correct.
Who can pull you up on your bullshit. I tell one of my best friends is female, and I be telling her all the time, you're fucking retarded. The shit you be doing is stupid.
Pull the motherfucking Band-Aid off.
Or the niggas you fuck with are bitches. And you need to understand that you're attracted to bitch-ass
niggas.
And I don't understand why. And that's how it goes.
But that's the thing. I feel like...
And if you're watching this, don't feel no way. You know I tell you this shit to your face all the time. Just let it go.
I feel like niggas should be able to have, like, that's the thing. You have to know, you have to have a conversation before you be like, yeah. I feel like niggas leave with attraction right away, and they don't know that this person may be off their rocker, or they honestly, there are people who are genuinely good fucking friends. Like, you know that even though they're a good friend, they may be a terrible girlfriend, and you just need to leave it as that. Or you don't need to conquer that situation. You need to leave that where it is, because sometimes you could sleep your way into a relationship, and yeah. I seen a post where it said, "Have you ever held back on the jam because you know it might lead to somewhere else?" And I was you need to.
We've had this conversation
multiple times.
Podcasts years ago, where you don't lead with your best foot.
Yeah.
Don't put your best foot forward the first time, because it unlocks the crazy.
But then also, I've been accused before I was married of giving boyfriend energy to situationships. You know, You send that late night text, yo, what you doing? Ting, 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 ting. And reality situation is, instead of jamming and keeping it pushing, you stay back, you cuddle, or you get a little food, and then all of a sudden niggas were like,
what are we?
What are we?
No.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum. You understand? Like, you understand? But you can't help being who you are. I would say that. I would definitely say that.
I know. See, and here's the thing. That's why I feel like a lot of these women, especially a lot of these New York women, are fucking hardened criminals. Because I have a lot of male friends, and after talking to them about their relationships or how they go about their relationships, a lot of dudes are real mushy niggas. Mm-hmm. A lot of them,
but you also have to bring that out of them too.
They love that. I know
niggas
more.
Love to cuddle, bro.
I know more dudes who love than women who do.
Yeah. Right?
Because women be like, oh, I gotta be in my soft girl. Why does it have to be an era? There's a lot of dudes who be soft. Oh, that's just they know how to care and nurture and take care of their women.
Correct.
But you dating these hardened criminals.
Correct.
These fucking.
And then I also feel like
butter wearing Hennessy drinking. Actually, not even butter wearing Don Julio Reposado drinking niggas who just don't know how to embrace their love.
I also feel like we are still dealing with females who are extremely living in unrealistic times. Like, I want a hardened criminal that's gonna be soft for me only. Like, y'all still saying that stupid shit? Oh, I want a nigga that's gonna go to jail, but as soon as he go to jail, it's oh my God. How I didn't think he was gonna happen and blah blah blah. I'm just like, yo, we gotta. At what point are we gonna grow up? Men need to grow up, but there's also females that need to grow up too. I wanted to say this, and I wanna let me zoom the camera in a little bit.
Talk your shit.
Let me zoom the camera in.
Talk your shit.
If you are over the age of 30 and you are still hiding your nigga from social media, that is not your nigga. That's one. Nigga. And two, you need to cut your shit out.
Not even hiding your nigga, hiding the fact that you're in a relationship. If niggas know you in a relationship and they just don't see a nigga all the time, they be like, oh, well, she living her life.
No, it's a difference, though, because I've seen mad women, especially this past Valentine's Day, that's like, oh, babe did this for me, and babe did that for me, and they go out on fucking dates, and they going out on dates and all that shit, but hiding the nigga. My thing is, if you can show where you're at and what you're doing and mention the person, then you should be able to show the person.
Niggas be at dinner and move his plate out the way so you don't see one plate.
What kind of fuck shit is that? What kind of fuck shit is that? I really feel like after a certain age, bro, we gotta cut certain shit out.
Especially if you the type of person that live your whole life on social media.
On social media.
But don't show that one part.
And if you keep mentioning this person but not showing them, if it's somebody else's, be a fucking man or woman about your shit and show it. Because you're mentioning them. So if you're taking out Burrow, just be like, yo, this is my weekend, but he or she's going back to the owner. That's it, bro. That's it. I completely hate that shit. Don't mention the fucking person if you're not willing to show it. And if you know he has a situation or you have a situation, then be proud of your situation. But after a certain age, horn openly. Say, listen, I kind of a two-player kind of person. Like Marsha say, he could only drive one car at a time, but he still won two. Just say that you won two. That's it. I couldn't fucking be in my 40s dating somebody, the person making me every day I'm having butterflies. I'm feeling like it's diarrhea, but really butterflies, and I have to hide a person. Nah, bro, fuck that. Yo, you got if don't fuck with me if you're not willing to be out in the open. Mm-hmm. Yo, you got you got a situation, and I'm number two. Well, fuck it. Tell your situation. Just make sure your situation don't follow me.
Yeah, I still know people who's old 40 plus hiding their whole husbands.
Bro,
husbands and wives.
What?
Listen, disclaimer. Before I was in a relationship, before I was in my current thing, I was talking to a lady who was married. And I found out, and she was hiding that. She hid that shit more than fucking that.
Before I was married, I was in the same situation, and realistically,
And the funny part is, if she told me from the jump, I'd have been like, oh, okay, cool.
Oh no, she told me from the jump, and I was like, oh, all right, cool.
Cause I had no intention of doing anything long lasting with this woman. I was like, man,
I was definitely in a
you could have told me,
and I've definitely told my wife this, so it's not nothing that she doesn't know. I was in a place in my life where I didn't want any kind of commitment. So if you had a man or a fucking husband, I was with the shits because boom, I didn't have to commit.
I send you back to your husband.
That is it. I could be like, listen, go your way. Your husband calling you, and that was it, bro. That was all it is. So, I mean, you know, at that, but I was in a very, very dangerous and dark place after that time because I was with the same demon we was talking about in the last episode.
Oh, the devil.
So, yeah, after that, so.
Fucking, you
know,
Voldemort's batiho.
Yeah, that person. So, you know, but listen, I also was never. I go back. I look at my Facebook status, and I was like, damn, I was really assholes. Nothing but conversations about being somebody else, being the horner man, openly. I didn't give a fuck. I didn't even give a fuck. So, you know, and this is why I be telling people all the time, I don't want to be that person. I'd be like, oh, my wife will never, my partner would never, because as soon as you never, that horn does hurt the most. Mm-hmm. When you firmly believe that your partner is all you and they would never step out and that horn is holding the most. I told my wife have a friend or whatever when we went to Trinidad. I was sitting inside. He came to visit. They went outside and they was talking. They haven't seen each other in so long. She came and got me and was like, yo, come outside. I was like, okay, what happened? He was like, nah, I just didn't want you to think, you know, because I never met you and, you know, she out here speaking to me. I didn't want you. I said, listen to me, sir. Realistically, respectfully, if she wanted to horn me, she would horn me. Mm-hmm. I don't want to say she would never. At the end of the day, if she did horn me, I have to say whether yes or no I could live through it. But I don't want to be that person that be like, nah, never. Because them people be down. Them just be the people who jump off the building. Mm-hmm. So
karma zone, quick.
With the quickness, bro. With the quickness. So the moral of the story is stop hiding your partner, bro.
Let the world see it. You don't have to be all over social media with your partner, but you know, don't be scared to let niggas know you have a partner. And if you a real nigga, this is speaking to the man. If you a real nigga, you know that niggas knowing you in a relationship will just bring more bitches your way.
Facts.
Because these women have no morals and they love a nigga that's taken.
Facts. Shout out to all the women that stopped speaking to me the minute I got married.
And shout out to the ones that started hitting me up more when they found out I was in a relationship.
And that's what I'm talking about, being real, bro. If you was digging up nigga and you just didn't know the severity of their relationship, then, you know, I tell people this all the time. The man that you see here now is because of that woman. Mm-hmm. Before that woman, I told a chick before, I said, you want this man who is in front of you now? And reality of the situation is, if I didn't meet the person that I'm with now, I would have horned you. Straight up and down. I'm telling you personally, I would have cheated on you. So, like, let's be real. You have to, certain situations make you grow. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of men don't realize that too. Like every female, you can date 10 million females in your life. It's always that one female that's gonna change you for the better, and Definitely. turn you into a better man. And mm-hmm. and you will never be that person before your time.
But that's also why, and a lot of people get it misconstrued why dating is necessary. People be like, "Oh, you dating multiple people at the same time?" It's because you have to find a person, like you literally date and see people and spend time with other people to find out who is gonna bring the best version of you out.
Correct.
Right? You don't get in a committed relationship with every person you meet.
Correct.
The second you meet a person, it's like, oh, that's my man.
I also feel
you got to find who checks the boxes. And there's nothing wrong with that.
But
there's
then
nothing
you
wrong
also
with
have to know what the
with,
boxes are too. You can't expect. I feel like there's a lot of people that walk into relationships and
don't know who they are.
They don't know who they are, and they instantly think, "Oh, this is the person. Mm-hmm. This is who I'm going to be with for the rest of my life," and blah blah blah. And you also have to understand that a relationship is give and take. So there are things, and I'm pretty sure y'all heard it in the last episode. There are things that we do that each couple does to each other that you just have to be like, that fucking annoys me, but it is what it is. That's one check off the box that annoys me, but everything else is cool with me. Feel me? You gotta. It's compromise. Nothing is perfect. So, but I feel like things these days are different. A lot of people want things that's not realistic. A lot of people watch these social media and all this extra shit.
These social media couples and all these other people and think that their life is peachy creamy, but like in reality, them niggas be miserable. Like, it's hard putting on shit for show for other people.
And that's why I be beefing, like, no disrespect to the Ellis family, whatever, but I think as much as they are like they are like the poster board for like black love and everything now.
Who?
The Ellis family. Kadeen and DeVal. They used to live in Brooklyn.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
As much as as their content is great and it shows all the positive sides of love, I know there's nights where they just be like, yo, this house is mad big. Beat it.
Go on the next side.
Go on the next side because I don't fuck with you like that. Feel me?
And see, it's funny because everybody's other favorite Instagram couple, social media couple, recently broke up. Christy and Desmond.
I have no idea who that is.
Christy is a chick who used to be doing backflips in heels all the time, and her husband just used to be laughing.
Never heard of him.
Some people know who they are. I used to see her videos, but then he started making cooking content because apparently he's like a really big like chef. He does private chef or whatever. So I follow him more than I follow her. I always found her slightly annoying, doing the backflips and him laughing in the content or whatever. But I went down this rabbit hole because they just bought this huge house and they did all this stuff, and then they getting divorced. Supposedly for infidelity. Then I went down the rabbit hole of people being like, yo, they were so thick, but after the last few months, I kind of noticed that he's kind of unhappy. Like, he doesn't seem happy that he used to. She's really mean to him, and it might be for content, but like who wants to put up with that stuff like that all the time? And it's like, yo, y'all can't idolize these social media couples. You have to live your own life. Also, you can't model after them because, bam, when they pop up and are no longer together, y'all be feeling like, oh, I don't know what to do with life anymore because the people who are idolized is no longer.
Also realize that that's their job. That's their job. So the same way you be showing up to work, you be like, yo, I don't want to fucking go here. I want to be here. And then you put on that smile. I'm like, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Blah, blah, blah. They may hate each other, but they know that if they slow down on the content, they may be fucking short on the rent this month. So they fucking hate each other, but they turn on that camera and it's kissy, lovey, As soon as that camera is turned off, get the fuck away from me. I'm still not fucking with you. So realize that the people that we idolizing, this is still their job. That's their job. So, think about it like that. Don't get caught up. Listen, if fucking Papoose and Remy Ma could break up, nobody's exempt at this point. That was the epitome of black love. That man stayed with that woman for however long while she was in jail. They came out and they made us all believe like everything was peachy creamy. And now,
look where they at.
Look at where they at. You can't idolize nobody.
To this day, Remy might get beat up by her boxer girl.
I feel like Remy not gonna get beat up. I feel like she not gonna win, but she not gonna get beat up. I feel like Remy gonna take take 2 hard lashes. She gonna back her shit out and dance, bitch, dance. Remy's not losing, bro. Remy's a thug. She a real nigga from the Bronx, bro. Remy's not losing. Never.
Well,
that's like you ever been in a situation where niggas is like, oh, blah blah blah, they want to fight, and then they realize that the person that they fighting is not as soft as they thought they were, and they back out that knife or something, and it's like poke. That's Remy. Not losing. Not losing. Are you crazy? Niggas will never stop talking about that shit if Remy lose. She gonna poke that lady up.
You'll be like, you let the boxer bitch beat your ass, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you talking crazy to me? I'll call the boxer bitch.
Nah, Remy not losing that. Remy will go to jail happily because she's like, nah, I'm not pussy. Fuck out of here. She might win the hand. What nigga said she may win the fight, but I'm gonna win the shootout.
Remember when niggas used to, y'all got to slap box before y'all fight?
Listen, it's a different world now, bro. We in a different world now. These kids don't fight no more. They don't do shit no more.
Man, these kids need their ass kicked. Matter of fact, speaking of kids needing their ass kicked, I saw this earlier today, and this shit made my blood boil. As mutual West Indian upbringing parents, I saw a compilation of Crash Out Kids and why gentle parenting don't work or some shit like that. The first video I saw, the parent said he took away his kid's PlayStation. The kid went outside.
I seen that when you shoot
to the pop's rare Honda S2000, S2K. Anybody who's a car person knows, and took a hammer to his taillight. And he saw it, he just let the kid run away. I was like, fuck you mean run away? I'd have took that same hammer and launched it after that little nigga. What the fuck are you talking about? You broke my taillight, and another kid broke the TV because they stopped him from playing his games. And that also speaks to the instant gratification thing. These kids don't know how to process not getting
that is
their
like
stimulant.
I seen something on TikTok where they were at a basketball game. I don't know what the full story was. But they didn't show the full story. They just showed the part where the kid started crashing out at the referee, and the referee like laid down on the ground like being like funny whatever, and the kid started swinging at him or whatever, and they broke it up. And the referee was like, "Oh nah, you fighting, we fighting." The parent came to him and was like, "I'm not gonna let you hit no kid." He was like, "Well," everybody was like, "Well, wait." You're not gonna let him hit the kid, but you didn't do anything to tell the kid like that's an adult. You don't go, especially swinging at them. Like, are you crazy? Parents are a huge part of the problem now, and we had this conversation in the last episode. Like, you gotta be able to regulate your child, bro. Because if you don't, then they just gonna be out in this world feeling like they can do whatever they want. And then when you get that phone call about them being in jail or somebody putting hands on them.
I saw another video this morning. Was it this morning or yesterday? I seen it, where apparently a father let his daughter's boyfriend come over.
Did you send it? You sent that to me.
I think I did send it to you. The father let the boyfriend's daughter come. The father let her daughter's boyfriend come over. Told him, "Yo, y'all stay in the living room. You could hang out. You could watch TV or whatever." Apparently, the pops came home and found him in the bed with his daughter. So he put hands on the son. Right? Put hands on him like, "Yo. First of all, you broke my rules in the house, and then you took it a step further." So he put hands on him. Apparently, the boy's mother came up, first mistake, and was like, "Don't put hands on my son.
Who are you to do that? Blah, blah,
you could da. He was like, "Well, first of all, why am I talking to you and not his father?" I was like, "Oh, shit." So then the other kid came in the background, which I guess is the kid's brother, was like, "So, first of all," hand clapping.
Like a clock it. Once you say clock it, you know what he is.
You put hands on my brother. You couldn't just talk to him. He was like, "No," because he broke rules inside of my house. This is my house.
That kid looked big as shit. He didn't look like.
He was like, he is still a child.
Nah, he looked like he was like.
He looked like he 19, got left back twice.
Correct. He looked like he was pushing some age. He was big as shit, and the problem is, I feel like these niggas don't want to realize that. There's repercussions for everything, and that's what they want everybody to talk to their children the way they talk to their children. Oh, this, that, the third, and blah blah. No, not everybody's gonna talk to your children. That's not their responsibility, bro. It's not their responsibility, especially in my crib. I'm not talking. I ain't coming with ice soaking the belt in pee, and you lucky he didn't shoot him, cause some niggas would have shot him.
Some niggas would have definitely shot him.
Some niggas would have shot him. That's his daughter. Everything is off limits when it comes to your kids. Somebody else's child, yes, it is somebody else's child. But at the end of the day, he was like, I was being nice. Like I told him, even when I'm out of town, you can still come over. The rules is you sit in the living room. First of all, let's be real though. We fucked up by giving these children a lot of a lot of leeway. When I was coming up, yes, you can have company, but the living room. A lot of these little niggas be coming in, going straight to their room.
Not saying nothing to nobody in the house.
Nothing to nobody.
Walking right through and going in
going straight in the room. Closing door and shit. Like, excuse me? I couldn't, bruh. I could not close. It's not until I was like 19 that I was like, all right, close the door, kind of type shit. But after that.
And then people in the comments of that specific video was like, oh, where was all this outrage for the daughter? We don't know that. Judging from how this video goes, he seems to be the type of father to not openly reprimand his daughter in public.
Correct.
Like, he probably put hands on the son, put him out, and then whooped that ass when she left, right? Because some people have integrity. They don't do shit for the gram. Everybody does shit for the gram. All y'all wanna fucking be super parents for the gram, and shit don't work like that. Yeah, matter of fact, yesterday, me and my son went bowling, right? And I'm trying to teach him like how to bowl like at least properly, you know? So like me and him, the type of relationship me and my son have, like I rough him up, but not like real rough him up, like abuse, like, you know, West Indian rough up.
Correct.
Right? So he did something I told him to do, like he finally like got it. And first thing he hit a strike. So I'm like thinking him up. I'm like, you see what happened? And somebody's looking at me out the corner of their eye and they're looking. But the person right next to them is smiling because they realize
that it's like a celebratory situation.
Like a banter. So it's like you see both sides of the fence. Somebody that's like, oh, why is he doing that? And another person is like, oh, this is clearly their relationship.
Right.
So sometimes you can't judge on how people parent.
My thing is, mind your fucking business.
Mind your fucking business.
Mind your fucking business. That's none of your business.
I mean, they didn't say anything to me. If they said anything to me, I'd have told them, holy mud, I couldn't.
Yeah,
but, you know.
but still, mind your fucking business. Mind your business. My thing is, and I follow somebody that's going through something on social media right now, and she's kind of documenting the whole situation via her social media. But my question is, what are the lengths that you go through to not be a content creator? Like, there has to be boundaries. There's got to be certain things that you're not willing to show. I don't feel like we live in that generation where there's certain things that niggas are not willing to show. Me personally, if Skylar ever get to a point where she cutting me and fucking Takia ass, I'm not recording that and asking the fucking social media for help. No. I'm buy a gun and we gonna have to shoot this bitch out. We gonna have to take 10 spaces and quick draw, because it's like, at what point, when you open the door to that, bro, everybody has an opinion.
I don't understand why they behave like this.
Everybody, like, I just don't get it. When there has to be a line, it has to be something that you got to say, like, yo, nah, I don't want the world to see this. And we are in an era where everything's, your house, your problems and everything is an open fucking factory, bro. And that shit is sad. It's so sad. Nothing is sacred anymore. I can't picture, and that's the thing. We don't live in the moment no more. Everything is behind the screen, and that's what they were saying, like with Carnival and everything too. Carnival used to be about jump up, but at the end of the day, everybody's standing up like this with their hands.
Yeah, nobody really enjoys the experience.
Nobody's living in the moment.
It's funny how much times I go certain places and people be like, "Oh, you didn't take any pictures. You didn't do this." No, I was enjoying it.
I was enjoying.
I was there having a good
time.
Like
in real time, bro.
Like the people don't realize the I actually backpedal. A lot of people are chasing the dopamine of the experience, right? You can't have the dopamine of the experience if you're not living in the experience. If you put your phone away and just be in the moment, you realize how much more you enjoyed the thing you had. That's why people complain about events so much. Oh, the music wasn't thing and this wasn't that. It's like, because y'all weren't enjoying yourself. You were trying to get content. Everything is not content. You want to be the person. You want to be the person whose clip goes viral, who gets the thing, who gets the, you know?
That's like, I've been watching lately, all these people who are quote unquote gatekeepers on TikTok, who have an opinion about Carnival and have an opinion about this and that and the third, and we are actually paying them to be hosts at parties now. It's crazy to me.
Oh, they do that?
Yeah, like they have Caribbean, quote unquote Caribbean content or whatever, and they get paid to now they're like they're party hosts and all this extra shit. Like, these people, I guess, bring other people. I don't know how it works anymore. I truly don't know how it works anymore.
People come specifically because you're
Because
there.
of them, like that shit is stupid.
I'm tired of all that shit. That's why, and you know, that's what made Small Island, if you will, Carnival become popular, because it didn't have the hype surrounding it. But now it has. Now all
Now
these
it has
small
the hype,
islands are
yeah.
like.
Yeah, yeah.
St. Lucia's gonna be crazy next year.
Yeah.
Grenada's gonna be crazy next year. Like, not crazy
But
because
then
of the experience, but
you-
because there's so many people.
You want to know what's the issue with that? The issue with that is this: there's a lot of people who, and I've said this multiple times. There's a lot of people who view this via their phone and be like, "Oh, this looks lit," and they go there and the experience that they seen on their phone from the year before, it's not the experience that they experience when they get there, and then it's like, "Oh, Grenada Carnival was shit this year. Trinidad Carnival was shit this year." Da, 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 da. But you can't. You are going to a place based off of somebody else's experience, not off of what you. Not going there with an open mind. So you cannot compare what the person before was doing to what you're going there to do now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we always end up with all these people who go on social media and be like, "Oh, well, this and I charging back and blah blah blah, and I didn't get that and I didn't get this." It's like the whole shit right now with Tribe and Rose.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, them people. First of all, I'm pretty sure that shit was expensive. So if you have,
They got it in China. That fucking.
I know
rose,
that.
That rose gonna fucking electrocute you.
I know they bought it from bulk in China, but at the same time, right? If you got 1,000 to 1,500 people to 2,000 people in your band, to give all them women a rose, and then there's people's like, "Oh, this is where Carnival has come to. They're giving away sex toys." Like, all right, but at the same time, would you? You know what? People is go to Carnival, get drunk, jam, end up come back to America and get pregnant, and it's for the person that lives in that country.
But that's how we maintain the population. Carnival babies are necessary.
Carnival babies are necessary, but at the same time, not everybody wants a carnival baby. And when people be gay in America and be straight in another country, now you gotta come back to America and be like, "Yo, I'm pregnant." How are you pregnant if you gay, my nigga?
How you gay ass pregnant?
Exactly. So what Tribe was saying is, we're gonna save you that conversation and play with it when you get home. Now is it.
Studs in male costumes get pregnant.
This is what I'm saying, bro. Is that like an option? Can you be like a stud and get a male costume, but you can get the female goodie bag?
I don't know, you know. Probably not. Probably
Like, can
not.
you
They're
be like, "Yo,
you-
all that?" You
you
could be
was
like,
up
yeah, you could go pull a section leader to the side, like, "Yo, all they have any extra?"
Yeah, I was gonna say how they ask for that. You'd be like, "Hey, all I have the rose."
All they have any extra?
You got a male costume, so in the goodie bag for the. I
Yeah,
know,
but what I'm saying is,
what I'm saying is, I want
I'm willing to pay.
I want the other thing.
Yeah. I'll trade these sneakers in for the toy. That's it, bro. That's it.
You know how much of these creators I thought of when you said that? That's crazy.
I'm just saying, like you I think the problem is we have social media has given us an opinion. Social media has opened the door for us to feel like we have an opinion on everything.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, everybody, your yuck is, like you say, your yuck is somebody else's yum.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? And that's what we have to accept. Just because you don't think it's acceptable, don't mean that somebody ain't out there recording nothing right now with Tribe Rose. Feel me? So mind your fucking business.
On the OnlyFans right now.
On the OnlyFans with their costume hat, with their Monday wear on, with the Tribe Rose.
With the rose.
With the Tribe Rose, bro. So mind your business. Stop. It's not necessary that to open your phone and say the first thing that comes to your mind, bro. And that's all I'm saying.
That's what's up. Anyway, before we get out of here, anything else to piss you off this week? What's the segment?
HYMC.
HYMC.
I think more so it was definitely that, like the fucking just the content about Trinidad and Trinidad Carnival and everybody feeling like they have to have a say and talking shit about Trinidad. I think that's what really pissed me off, because once again, they don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
You spending your money to go there and be miserable, and you still looking to see how good or bad the carnival is. So I think at the end of the day, maybe Trinidad is not I feel like Trinidad soca is not much of a jump up situation anymore. You know who's coming out with power soca, but it has in the last few years it has moved more to a groovy scene.
Mm-hmm.
I think,
and I also a lot of people didn't. A lot of normal hit makers did not sing this year, or they didn't put anything out too big this year.
I feel like a lot of people released very early this year, which is fucking awesome to me because at the end of the day, I feel like waiting to see who playing what and who coming out with what is bullshit. But I think once again the slander is just unnecessary. Every country has their music and every country has their thing, and Trinidad, no matter how much shit you want to talk about Trinidad is the island that starts it every year.
Mm-hmm.
It's and I feel like it's easy to compare other carnivals to Trinidad because they started every year. If you understand what I'm saying, like, boom, it's the same thing. Like, people who like battle rappers.
Mm-hmm.
If you are in the middle of a battle rap and you let that person go first, you know how to counteract.
Yeah.
So with Trinidad, so when you do Trinidad first, every other country knows what didn't work in Trinidad and how to fix it as it goes along throughout the year. And if you're willing, if they can't help biting a bullet for they can't change their carnival to another time of the year. So at the end of the day, they are willing to take that strike and being the fucking it's still considered the Mecca.
Mm-hmm.
It's still considered the Mecca. So for the niggas that was born in 2000 that just learning that they have some kind of Caribbean culture and feeling like they deserve this, that, the third, and the fifth, and they had this idea of what carnival was going to be in their mind. Sorry to explain it to you, but yeah, it doesn't work like that. And that's my rant for the HYMC segment. What about you?
The Crash Out Kids was pretty much mine, but because that shit pissed me off this morning. But also, I need people to realize that hating on Marshall is just giving him free publicity. I don't understand. Like I can't say I understand the Marshall slander because I don't. Because he uses it as his work platform.
Correct.
He loves it,
and that's the thing. As much as I am not a Marshall hater, I'm not. But as much as I am not a fan of some of his songs, you have to give that man respect because he works the holy fuck out of his music.
Mm-hmm.
And I will be pissed if he wins Road March this year because I just feel like he's put out way better content for Carnival. I honestly would love to see Voice win, but then I also feel like I can't be mad because once again, my brother was saying, Voice was like, yo, if y'all think y'all gonna see me on the road Monday and Tuesday running from truck to truck to truck to truck to promote my song, you lie.
But Marshall will do it.
But Marshall will do it.
Like he said on the podcast.
I gotta watch that. I'm going home to watch that.
I only saw the clip. I gotta watch the whole thing too. But he was like, "You think I'm not promoting?" He said, "If there's a school bazaar after this, I go in. I go in and perform."
And he did.
And he definitely did.
He popped out. And I was just like.
And I've gotten to work with Marshall, like closely, like being on the same project, and his workmanship and his dedication and his energy is definitely unmatched. Like he will put a whole room of people together and by himself be able to hype them all up and talk them up into this project. Mm-hmm. Like he'll be like, "Oh, they gotta have the energy. You have to think, and you have
He's
to."
He's the visionary.
And by the time you finish, you're like, "Yeah, I feel it. I feel it. Yeah,
you
this
can
shit is
hate
lit."
him, but he's definitely a visionary. You know? He's a workhorse. He has work ethic that a lot of people do not have. I don't know if we're gonna touch on that situation a little bit, but shout out to Terry Lyons. She sounds like she is like, yeah. Shout out to Terry Lyons.
When the family fights, nobody wins.
That is true. That is true. But my thing is, right, and this is like no disrespect to them or anything. It seems like it's a one-sided fight. Like you cannot. That's like, all right, I call you my brother. We are both in the same industry, right? You have helped me get to where I am, and you've supplied knowledge of, you supplied me with a lot of knowledge regarding what we do, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we both have our own podcast on the side. I cannot be vexed with you for saying, I'm starting a podcast network, right?
Mm.
Knowing that I'm trying to do the same thing. Like the whole premise of the fight, because Terry said, "Oh, I'm used to surfing crowds," that opened the door for you to just like attack, and then for her to not respond, it's a one-sided fight, and it's for something so trivial. Y'all don't fuck with each other. You be like, oh, to me, I would quicker. We've been in this situation. Remember when we first started out with TF Entertainment, and then another set of people went and made whatever entertainment, and we laughed at it because we was like, yo, what would you say? We was just like, copying is a sign of flattery.
Yeah.
Like you understand what I'm saying? Like imitation
imitation is the best form of flattery.
Correct. That's what the fuck I was looking for. But
Yes.
I had a moment. I had a brain fart moment.
Yes.
Imitation is the best form of flattery. I personally would have just took the clip and showed it to my partner. I'm like, niggas talking about they surfing all day. That shit is hilarious. I wouldn't have made a whole post. Because once again, if you're trying to get a reaction from that person and that person doesn't respond, you just look like and if you're saying that the story, like this person is playing to be innocent and they're really the villain, if they don't respond, you truly look like the villain. So, I pray that they get that together. I pray that their father, before he closes his eyes, can get them in a room and be like, yo, let's all three make a song together.
Which is something
that would be that would fucking destroy Trinidad, bro. That would destroy Trinidad. But I hope they get it together. Fayan, you are, oh my God, respect to Bungie, but oh my God.
Yo, the year I was on when I was going to Grenada, I was on the same flight as them, and I had just spoken to Bungie. I just hailed him up, and it was like we was talking about like some past stuff, and I was just looking. Vi Queen. I know.
I'd be like, yo, respect, no disrespect, but dog. She must have Rihanna birth control, because I would have put one more in she. Just one more.
What do you mean Rihanna birth? Is she pregnant again?
Nah, but before that, before ASAP, I think she let ASAP Rocky get her pregnant. Before ASAP Rocky, there was a lot of niggas just trying to shoot the club up, and nobody was succeeding. She was like, oh, I could train this.
And
nigga.
also, everybody who has opinions about how Rihanna currently looks or whatever that clip was, nigga, every time somebody has something to say about Robin Rihanna Fenty,
she makes another $1 billion.
I'm saying y'all niggas are forgetting the B in billionaire, nigga.
You know what I love about her?
Billionaire with a B, nigga.
You know what I love about her? As much as America loves her, her Caribbean ways have never like disappeared. Like I seen the clip of her just in the fucking grocery shopping like a normal nigga,
and
no security, no nothing.
And she be making that nigga ASAP more Caribbean than he ever thought he would ever be in his life.
Bruh.
That nigga put his hand on his hip and watched them churn like a fucking West Indian. I love it. I love the embrace. I love it.
Love
anyway,
is a lovely thing, bro.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We fucks with y'all. Thank you for all the love and positively reacting to
the
shit we've been putting out.
All fucking platforms
Facts.
now, bro. We are on iHeartRadio.
Facts.
We are on Apple Podcasts.
We
on Spotify.
We
on Amazon.
Whew.
We on YouTube.
Yeah.
We are every fucking where you can hear podcasts, bro. So, ain't no excuse to not hear shit. The link in the bio gives you the
full list
of everything that we are on. You could just click whichever one you prefer, and you can hear us everywhere, bro. So there's no excuses to not be listening to this podcast anymore. Fuck with us.
And I would like to say real quick, I'm proud of this nigga of how hard he's been working. Because even when I had control of the network, I was not working as hard as this man was working. Yeah. So I appreciate you, my nigga. Fuck.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Because I already deal with a lot. So
I know, and that's why I be trying to. That's why I be like, yo, you know what? I am going to. This is my baby, and you know we gon' work it out. We gon' be somewhere. We are on point this year. So this episode will come out in another week because I want to get the Valentine's Day joint time to breathe. To push, yeah. And then by the time this come out, we'll probably record another episode.
Cool.
So it's been great. Remember, we are on all on all streaming sites, and we shall see you guys later.